days of the military World Games, filled with excitement, new records, and memories. Incredible performances. Starting off, equally as impressive. Over the track and field events, a total of 11 new season world records were set. Bahrain surprised everyone with their incredible finishes in the track events. Incredible finishes from all these athletes, and the cheer from the crowd made each moment even more special for the winners. Until they crossed the line, each competitor gave it their best. And with each best result came all these new season new world records. And in these short distance races, the stadium was filled with excitement. Each runner celebrated in style, proud of their achievements. And one of them was Brazil's Rosângela Cristina Oliveira Santos. One of the first track events, the 3,000-meter steeplechase for the women's competition. And in this race as well, it was Bahrain claimed the top of the podium. For Ruth Chabet, it's a moment to remember. As exhausted as they were, in the end, smiles across their faces.
Lane number 3, Brazil, Rosângela Cristina Oliveira Santos.
And one of the best was Brazil's Rosângela Cristina Oliveira Santos. Won the most number of medals in track, including the women's 100-meter gold, women's 4x100-meter gold, and the women's 200-meter bronze, as she dominated her opponents with her speed. For her, each moment at the top of the podium was special. But Russia, when it came to track and field, was one of the most dominating nations. The Russians were able to win the most number of medals with 19
Medal, the gold medalist, Russia,
7 silver,
Dmitry
and 2 bronze
Sarkin.
medals.
The gold
Whether it's the
medalist,
triple jump,
Russia, Katrina
women's
Galitskaya.
100-meter hurdles gold. The relay race,
Sergei Shibenko.
men's 110-meter hurdles. And Konsti won the gold. But the most impressive finish was Bahrain, who made themselves known as one of the powerhouses of track, finishing second behind Russia in the overall track and field medal standings, winning 12 medals in total, including 6 gold medals, 2 silver, and 4 bronze. But for many of these athletes, track and field was not only speed, power, but A moment they won't forget. With each throw, it was a moment not be forgotten for these athletes. Over in the swimming competition, not only were there 38 gold medals, there were also 50 new season world records. The first set of season world records were broken on the 5th day of competition and went on to the final day of competition for swimming. With China being so dominant in the swimming competition, there's no surprise that they set a number of season world records. Brazil, of course, was the other powerhouse when it came to swimming. From freestyle to breaststroke to backstroke, all these swimmers put in their best to become the best in the World Military Games. All these athletes, all the years of training, will have their one goal in sight. It's that final turn and their final push to the finish line. And while the Chinese and the Brazilians were known as some of the powerhouses of swimming, it was Francis Bonet who finished first, also setting a new season world record. And more swimmers went after other season world records. A bonus to the gold medal that they're about to get, including one Vietnamese swimmer who shocked the world. Russia and China right behind her. For that one moment, she was the best in that event. 200-meter individual medley. And the bonus, a new season world record. The butterfly event. All these swimmers going towards the finish line, swift as the butterfly. And smile across her face as another season world record was set. And with many Chinese fans cheering on in the indoor swimming pool, China continued their dominance. But what's more impressive than the 6 medals won by Brazil's Pires de Medeiros? An incredible event for her in swimming. With each event, she kept piling her medals. From gold to silver and to bronze.
Pires de Medeiros Etienne.
She was no stranger at the top of the podium. If Pires de Medeiros was in the swimming pool, there was a good chance that she was going to win. And the Brazilian flag in front. The rivalry between Brazil and China made things interesting. And even till the end, it was close, as China would finish first in the overall gold medal standing in swimming, tallying a total of 11, while Brazil finished second with 10.
Lane 5.
But you don't have to win a ton of medals to be called a hero. Vietnam's Vien Nguyen Thi An surprised the world when she won the women's 200-meter individual medley gold. Competing against some of the world's best in China, Russia, and Brazil, this one Vietnamese swimmer was able to win a gold, silver, and bronze. Now she might be more memorable athletes in the World Military Games.
Gold medalist, Vietnam, Nguyen Thi An.
Nguyen Thi An. At the Andong Gymnasium, men's basketball final saw Carter completely dominate Greece as Carter won 90-73, surprising everyone with a gold medal, while Greece of course settled with the silver medal, and the host nation South Korea with bronze. Basketball might not have been the most popular sport, but this match itself was equally as exciting. Carter might not be known as a powerhouse when it comes to basketball, but at least at the Military World Games, they certainly were. Celebrating their big win. This year, Carter are the champions. Then in volleyball, the championship match was between Brazil and China. Brazil, a country renowned for volleyball. The country also good at the Military World Games. At the Six Season World Games, Brazil proved that even at the Military World Games, they're the best in volleyball. Can the men also match what the women's team did? Brazil taking on Egypt in the final match. The Brazilian men's team also celebrated with the gold medal as Brazil swept the volleyball events. Moving on to handball. Versus Egypt. An intense game. Back and forth of scoring. And unlike basketball and volleyball, the match was close. Egypt barely hanging on, 29-26 for the gold medal. As they slid proudly at the top of the podium. And a trophy a special moment at the Topless Country Club. Men's individual and women's individual gold medalists were brothers and sisters of Korean descent playing for Brazil. Lucas Yushin Lee and Lucien Eugene Lee finished first for Brazil in a proud moment for their parents. And in the team standings, France claimed the women's gold, while South Korea claimed the men's team.
Number 2.
Football is, of course, one of the most popular sports in the world, which is why it gathers a ton of fans at the stadiums. The host nation South Korea taking on the Netherlands for the bronze medal match. It was a great finish for the host nation. A 3-0 victory for the bronze medal. For the men's side, it was Korea versus Egypt. Things didn't look too good for the host nations, as Egypt took a 2-0 lead. But never say never, as the South Koreans started coming back. And finally, the equalizer. 88th minute, the third goal, and the comeback was complete.
Number 1.
Over in the women's gold medal match, it was France versus Brazil. Started off with France scoring first and taking 1-0 lead in the first half. But Brazil, famous for their football. Also, the military war games level things at 1 apiece.
Number 17.
Time was running out. But in the end, 120th minute, it was Brazil's Barbara Chagas Pereira who scored in the 120th minute to avoid a penalty shootout and instead gave the Brazilians the gold medal. An incredible finish to an incredible match over in the women's football final. And once the whistle blew, it was their turn for glory and a chance to get that gold medal.
이상으로 여자 축구 시상식을 마치겠습니다. 바로 이어
Men's football final was equally as exciting as the first goal was scored in the extra time. Algeria's Oussama Darfalu was the hero. A brilliant header, but he wasn't done just yet. Darfalu, who came into the extra time, scored a second goal to give Algeria the 2-0 lead and secured Algeria with the gold medal in the men's football final. For the Algerian, those 2 goals will never be forgotten the rest of his life. And there's the whistle.
Big applause.
Algerian men's football
관객 여러분께 잠시
celebrates
안내 말씀드리겠습니다. 잠시 후에는
gold medal. Rise in popularity of mixed martial arts around the world, judo has become one of the more popular sports. And incredibly, Brazil dominated the competition, scoring 5 gold medals, with Russia coming in second with 4. Techniques. An incredible victory for many of these judokans. For the host nation Korea, they were also able to claim the top podium spot. Great honor punch after punch. Each sweat down their faces.
The red corner, 희근 양
South Korea was able to tally the most number of gold medals with 3, and a total of 7 medals in all. Punch after punch, a fierce competition in the boxing events.
Victory ceremony. Thank you.
While Taekwondo might be the national sport for South Korea, it was the Chinese who took home the most number of gold medals, with 4 in total, but also taking 3 silver and 2 bronze, for a total of 9 medals. A number which Iran also took home as well. Kick after kick. Each point was crucial for these competitors for a chance at the top of the podium. Power and agility, the use of different techniques in the right moment. Wrestling was dominated by the Russians, who won an astonishing 8 gold medals, with South Korea a distant second with 3.
자유형 74kg 은메 오늘 마지막 경기
Are
은메달리스트는
being lifted up as the winner. The gold medalists also take their spot on the podium. South Korea taking home 3 gold medals. The home crowd got excited. But Kazakhstan was also one of the better nations when it came to wrestling. Although it's not really considered a martial art, fencing still requires a ton of focus, agility, and speed. It's something the Russians showed a ton throughout the military World Games, as they claimed 7 gold medals, 2 silver, and 5 bronze medals, for a total of 14 medals in fencing. Each touch, they celebrated. The Russians were no strangers at the top of the podium in fencing.
Curve women team.
The 6 season World Games also included other incredible events, including the archery competition. And just like the Olympics, Italy and South Korea were some of the best. Tens and nines is what the archers are aiming for.
보냈다.
And just like Italy, the host nation South Korea, with each percent shots, they were also able to win 2 gold medals.
Gold medalist, the team of Mongolia.
Just like other events, the place at the top of the podium was a special moment for each and every archer.
관중 여러분, 몽골리아 국가가
In the shoot competitions, a total of 18 new system world records were set. And during that time, while China won the most number of medals with 14, it was Russia and Germany who won the most number of gold medals with 4 each. As each competitor aimed with precision, what was once an eerie silence turned into rapid fires. And as they celebrated with each gold medal finishes, smiles across their faces. 1.5 kilometer swimming, 4 kilometers of cycling, and 10 kilometers of running. It's what's required in the triathlon event. And as grueling as it sounds, it was France who won 2 gold medals and 2 bronze, for a total of 4 medals, proving to have some of the best endurance in the military World Games. And once they crossed the finish line, not only were the nation happy with their result, but they were also very proud of their accomplishments as well.
네, 허민호 선수, 김지환 선수, 김주석 선수.
Sailing events require a great deal of teamwork and communication between the skipper and crew. And the 2 nations who proved to have the best of the 2 was the USA and Ukraine, who won the women's 2-person dinghy and open 2-person dinghy events. But the gorgeous weather at the Yeongildae beach might have helped too.
Please rise and face the flags for
The skipper and crew, together at the top of the podium. Modern pentathlon, a sport that requires excellence in fencing, swimming, show jumping, and a final combined event of pistol shooting and a 3,200-meter cross-country run. All that happening in a single day. But with 5 gold medals up for grabs, it was Poland who took home 2 of those gold medals for the top spot in the modern pentathlon medal standing. But for this South Korean, it was a great moment and a great achievement in front of his home crowd. Cycling might be a leisure sport for some, but nothing close to that in these cycling events at the Military World Games.
이번에 152년
A competition which requires a ton of stamina. Brazil, Russia, and South Korea all took 2 gold medals each in the 6 cycling events. Pushing hard till the end. And in the end, all that tired work was worth it for all these winners. Some people are born with a fear of height, and some people are born to parachute from way above and even make precise landings, just like this. What makes the Military World Games special are the competitions you only see in these events, just like the military pentathlon, starting off with the obstacle race. Whether it be the network of nets or the fraud, all these obstacles that are in front of these competitors. It's one of the more unique competitions in the Military World Games. Each athlete fighting time, and also the obstacles in front of them, of course. For all these athletes, because they're fighting time, even the slightest mistake can make the difference. And it all finishes off with 3 walls. And towards the finish line. Then comes the shooting competitions. And eerie silence before the first shots are fired. Each shot made with precision. And each shooter tries to get as comfortable as they can. In the end, it is the South Korean who celebrated with a victory. Then comes the obstacle swimming. It's kind of like the obstacle running, only for swimming. And above they go and jumping into the water once again. Only to have the final obstacle in front of them. Then comes the next event, the throwing competition. It's a dummy grenade. There are different distances, and you try to get as closest to the center as possible. Then comes the country cross running. Endurance and stamina. Each competitor fights with themselves and also with time. But with the finish cross in front of them, in the end, it's all worth it. Then there's the naval pentathlon, which starts off with this: mass work. Then the cable work, followed by the next event. Then comes the rowing. All these events important in becoming a member of each nation's navy. And once they're through the finish line, some are happy, some not really. Then comes the obstacle course. Very similar to the military pentathlon, only here the obstacles are a bit different. Of course, all these obstacles, something they go through in the drills when you're in the Navy. They have to make sure they complete all the obstacles or they start all over again. Each competitor determined to cross the finish line. As intense as it looks, once you cross the finish line, it's all worth it. Then comes the swimming. First, the men wear their work dress. As they make a turn, they go underwater and take it off. And the dummy is rescued as they head over to the finish line. In the women's competition, they're allowed to wear their swimming suit. As what goes on, they go through many different kinds of obstacles. But just like the men, they're fighting time as well. Then comes the amphibious cross country. Working in their work dress with a dummy rifle that weighs 3 kilograms on their back. To the rubber boat. It's one of the more interesting events in the Military World Games. And as they get closer and closer to the finish line, exhaustion settles. And in the end, there are winners. Then comes the aeronautical pentathlon. Starting off with the shooting competition. Each competitor's focusing, trying to get the most precise shot. And for Norway, it was a great moment. Now you might be wondering why swimming is required in the aeronautical pentathlon. Well, it's for rescue and recover situations. For all these competitors, these skills are essential. Then comes the fencing competition. Each point counts as they celebrate in style. You might also wonder why basketball is required in aeronautical pentathlon. Well, it's to get your hand-eye coordination, which is an important aspect in the Air Force. And what better sport than basketball to prove one's hand-eye coordination skills? Whether it be dribbling to these layups, and probably one of the more remarkable events, skydiving formation. Not only do these competitors go through the feeling of free fall, they move quickly to make different formations and techniques. An incredible finish, an incredible event. This is the final event at the 6th Season World Games in Mungyang, with the men's and women's marathon taking place to close out the 9 days of competition. The men's race begins. Just a little over 42 kilometers for these competitors. Who will come out on top? The season world record, 2 hours, 9 minutes, 22 seconds. Being in front for now isn't important, as there's a ton of race to go. Each runner keeping pace, making sure they don't use all of their stamina as they make their turn. As the people in the streets continue to cheer. Bahrain's Gabriel, who was in 9th place by the halfway mark, finishes strong as he closes in at the finish line. And there he is, crossing the finish line first with a final time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 7 seconds. An incredible way to finish off the final event for the men's side. In the men's team, Poland finishes first, followed by Ecuador and Kenya. And now over to the women's marathon finals. Poland's Lewandowska holds the season world record, which she set last year. But can she repeat her performance in Mungyang? Stamina and time an issue for all these competitors. Not only is it physically challenging, but mentally as well. Throughout the race, Lewandowska and China's Ma Yugi neck and neck. But as Poland's Lewandowska is the early favorite here, can she hold on? And there she is, entering the stadium first, closing in on the finish line, celebrating. And the finish. Final official time of 2 hours, 31 minutes and 25 seconds, beating Ma by 15 seconds. A proud moment for Poland, placing first and third. And with that, Poland finishes first in the women's team marathon. A proud moment for each and every competitor. And Poland.
The main sports complex in Mungyang was the site for the closing ceremony. Today was the day to officially inform the world that the 6th season World Games Mungyang, Korea was finishing its journey of 10 days of the competition. The 6th season World Games Mungyang, Korea was a huge success, with participants of over 7,000 people from all over the world in 117 countries. And once again, all the military servicemen who have participated in the 6th season World Games were gathered in the main sports complex, just like they did on the day in the
이어서
opening ceremony.
스포츠를 통해 화합하고 하나가 된 세계의 군인들이 입장하고 있습니다.
Next, the world military servicemen who have united and harmonized their sports are now entering.
아낌없는 격려와 응원의 박수를 부탁드립니다.
Please show your unstinted support and applause. Athletes are now entering together harmoniously.
그들의 젊은 열정은 세계의 미래가 건강할 것이라는 믿음을 주었습니다.
With their young passion, they gave us a firm trust that the future of the world will be in good hands.
싸우면서 우정을 알았고 결국 우린 하나의 인류임을 깨달았습니다.
The world is one and youth learned about friendship and tradition. And in the end, we discovered that we were a single humanity.
Despite the intense competition, all the military servicemen became one during the competition, as they shared the passion, the idea of peace, and the wishes of cooperation. As they marched
for 2015 경북 문경 World Military Games goes to
러시아입니다. 축하드립니다.
Russia. Congratulations.
To Russia for winning the most gold medals with their professionalism and sportsmanship.
The volunteers, the representative of 2015 경북 문경 World Military Games are Chairman of Cultural and Historical Relations Society Lee Man-yu and interpreter Tang Min-ju. Congratulations.
이번 대회는 117개국에서 7천여 명의 선수들이 참여한 역대 최고 규모로 치러졌습니다.
This competition saw the largest number of participants ever, with over 7,000 participants from 117 countries. First, the farewell speech will be addressed by co-chairman of SUMOC, Kim
The farewell speech
Sang-ki.
was addressed by the co-chairman of SUMOC, Kim Sang-ki.
우선 117개국에서 오신 7,045명의 선수 임원 여러분들이 지난 열흘간 경기에 최선을 다하면서 우정과 평화와 화합의 장을 만들어주신 데 대해서 우리 모두 박수로서 축하와 격려를 해주시기 바랍니다. 오늘 밤을 끝으로 미래의 불로 만들어진 저 성화는 꺼지게 되겠지만 우정과 평화 그리고 화합이 깃든 미래 세상에 대한 염원은 영원히 우리 가슴 속에 타오를 것입니다. 감사합니다.
Farewell speech will be addressed by the co-chairman Kim Kwan-young of SUMOC.
이번 대회를 가장 성공적인 대회로 만들어주신 압둘 하킴 알시노 국제군인스포츠위원회 회장님, 한민구 국방부 장관님, 열정과 땀, 도전으로 대회를 빛내주신 선수단 여러분, 그리고 온 마음으로 성원해 주신 경북 도민과 문경 시민 여러분, 우리 모두 하나였고 우리 모두 승리자였습니다. 정말 고맙습니다.
We'll continue with the closing speech addressed by the President Abdul Hakim Ashano of International Military Sports Council.
Were also addressed by the President Abdul Hakim Ashano.
Your Excellency, Honorable Defense of the Republic of Korea, Mr. Han Min-ko, dear SOMAC Chairman Kim Sang-ki and Kim Kwan-young, distinguished representative of diplomatic corps, military supreme commands of the season member nations, dear member of season board of directors, sport officials, and athletes. I want to see you all in 4 years in Wuhan City, in China, for the 7th World Military Game, to renew the history with the same message, all together, peace forever. Thank you, Korea. Thank you, Mungyang City. 감사합니다.
한민구 국방부 장관께서 폐회 선언을 하시겠습니다.
Declaration of closure is to be declared by Ministry of Defense Han Min-gu.
2015년 경북 문경 세계 군인 체육대회 폐회를 선언합니다.
next was the ceremony of passing both the season flag and the torch. The season flag was handed over to President Abdullah Al-Jannah.
여러분, 이제 대회기가 이양되겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Everyone, the season flag will now be handed over. Please give a big round of applause.
네, 대회기를 전달받은 우한시의 성공적인 대회 개최를 위해 응원의 박수를 부탁드립니다.
We need another big round of applause to Wuhan, where they will be hosting the next World Military Games.
대회를 지켜줬던 성화 램프가 전달되겠습니다. 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Everyone, the guardian of this competition, the torch lamp has been handed over. Please give a big round of applause.
네, 차기 대회를 빛내줄 성화 램프를 향해 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다.
Where's the torch lamp which will brighten the next World Military Games? We need another big round of applause.
여러분, 다시 한번 축하와 응원의 박수를 보내주십시오.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please give a big round of applause.
City, Wuhan, the largest city in central China. Then there was the cultural performance prepared by Wuhan for next competition. When the main theme performance was done, finally, the flame that was on for the past 10 days of competition was getting ready for its extinguishment as the last event of the official closing ceremony.
기억해 주십시오.
Remember today, as the earth's moon will be with you forever.
대한민국 문경에서 세계의 군인들은 우정을 나눠 하나가 됐습니다.
World soldiers have become one by sharing friendship and Mungyang, Republic of Korea.
더 원. 세계의 군인들은 저마다의 가슴 속에 평화의 열매를 품고 조국으로 돌아갑니다.
The one, world military servicemen are returning to their respective countries with the fruit of peace